The economic expansion provoked by the Second World War triggered a spectacular population boom in the West. Of course, the region was no stranger to population booms. Throughout most of its history, Western settlement had been characterized by sports, rather than by a pattern of gradual and steady population growth, beginning with the gold and silver rushes of the 1850s and 1860s. The decade after the First World War, the 1920s, witnessed another major surge of people pouring into the West, particularly into urban areas. But the economic depression of the 1930s brought this expansion to a halt. Some of the more sparsely settled parts of the region actually lost population as migrants sought work in more heavily industrialized areas. By 1941, when the United States entered the Second World War and began to mobilize, new job opportunities were created in the western part of the nation. The expansion of industries such as shipbuilding and aircraft manufacturing was most striking on the Pacific coast. It also affected interior cities like Denver, Phoenix, and Salt Lake City. Equally dramatic were the effects of the establishment of aluminum plants in Oregon and Washington, and the burgeoning steel industry in Utah and California.
The flow of people into these areas provide an enormous impetus to the expansion of the service industries, banks, healthcare service, and schools. Although strained to the limit by the influx of newcomers, Western communities welcomed the vast reservoir of new job opportunities. At the same time, the unprecedented expansion of government installations in the West, such as military bases, create thousands of new civilian openings, as land has served as a magnet for Western migrants in the late 19th century, so wartime mobilization set in motion another major expansion of population. Indeed, it could be said that the entire Western United States became a giant boomtown during the Second World War. This was especially true of California. Of the more than 8 million people who moved into the West in the decade after 1930s, almost one-half went to the Pacific coast. In fact, between 1940 and 1950, California's population surged by more than 3 million people.